Yo, what's going on, my nephews and nieces? This is once again your favorite old head, Uncle Demi, and today I have some really good college football 26 news for you. Again, if you enjoy the videos, just make sure you drop a like and subscribe because, of course, you know this does take some time. All right, so anyway, let's hop right into it. So Scott O'Gallagher, right? Or Gallagher. Yeah, Scott O'Gallagher. He is the lead creative director at EA Sports, okay? And he went on Twitter yesterday and just start dropping tons and tons of nuggets for us to be able to digest and get excited for. So I want to jump into that, but we also have some other rumors and things that are floating around that I want to speak on. But first, let's talk about my man Scott. Now, he's also working with Madden and College Football 26, of course. So he does both, right? So he oversees both of those. And he retweeted my man Kurt. If you watched my last video, you'll know. And Kurt said that, you know, completely new player movement for Madden 26. They took the best movement set from College Football 25 and the best Madden 25 and blended them for this game. 4.2 will feel like 4.2 now. More explosive, more speed, dynamic cuts, and more user control. Now, again, me being somebody that is not familiar with what they were talking about with 4.2, I had to do a little bit of research. And then I found on this website, and it says, what's most notable here is the change in game speed. Madden has traditionally been a little slower than college football game, even back in NCAA days. It's more semi in that way, but college football 25 since the speed took the world by storm last year, and the Madden team set up and took notice. Players wanted more control and more speed, and Madden 26 will give you exactly that. It's not quite as fast as college football 26, so here we go, that's another tidbit. Instead, it's more of a merge between Madden 25 and college football, staying true to Madden's nature as a sim while adding a bit more juice. The developer said that a 4.2 was a 4.2, and it should feel that way across both games, not just college football and Madden. It's on both games. So again, what that basically entails is that you are going to be able to see a massive difference in 26 when it comes to somebody that has a 99 speed and somebody that has a 95 speed. Okay, there's going to be a difference there, which I always said from day one. I felt like 25 was great. Trust me, it was a fun game. I love it. I still play it to this day. I'm gonna play it all the way up probably into the day of the release of 26. But that was one thing that you can tell, like, yo, like people angle sometimes with that they used to get with defensive linemen, how they could just catch a quarterback at 87 speed and a D lineman had 62 speed. Y'all know what I'm talking about? That it looks like it's going to be fixed, okay? So another thing that Scott brought up, Scott said physics-based tackling is in college football, and it's a major leap forward from last year. I could list everything it does better, but honestly, just wait until you feel it in the game. Same thing I told everyone who came in last week. So tackling has been overhauled. That was something that I definitely felt like needed to be looked at. There was major issues with tackling, with the assist tackling mechanism. So to be able to get some retuning of the tackling, that is going to be a massive W. So again, appreciate that, Scott. He also went on and said that, again, I'm not reading the questions, I'm just looking at his responses, okay? He said, our Dynasty team is incredibly passionate. They've been pushing like crazy and made it a priority to listen to your feedback. You will see. The number of quality of life improvements alone is impressive. Now, one thing I can start to see, listen, I know Scott, not personally, but I know Scott because he came from NBA 2K, okay? And heard nothing but great things about this guy. So when I came on at NBA 2K, he was coming out that same time. Like, it was like literally when I was brought on as the leader of the Next Makers, he was on his way out. So we never really crossed paths, but I heard so many great things about him. So for me, I'm, again, just like I did with Kurt, I feel like Scott and what his reputation holds is that when he says these type of things, you definitely need to listen, because at the end of the day, his credibility is on the line, and he's not one of those guys that's just going to just throw stuff out there to fill you up with fluff and get you excited for no reason. He is not that type. He genuinely believes that you will see the quality of life improvements on this game. Then guess what? I'm excited because I now feel like, yo, there's about to be a massive leap in Dynasty mode from 25 to 26, right? That's the only way you can look at it. Then again, this another thing he pointed out, which I thought was good. The guy, this one I wrote with a question. He said, this is more of a QOL thing, but has a fix to fix the face mask selection being improved. Like if I pick a Speed Flex, only Speed Flex face mask will show now. And he said, yes, when selecting a face mask, you'll only see ones that are compatible with your helmet. There's also a filter if you want to view everything. So again, 25 was their first year. And I'm gonna tell you right now, for 25, college football 25, for their first year in 14 years, they hit a damn grand slam, bottom of the ninth, like tie game, down by 3, grand slam walk-off, right? Like they knocked it out of the park. I talked about it last video. Like they straight up have the #1 selling sports game all time. And then the second highest selling game all time behind GTA 5. Like they knocked it out of the park. Right? And they did it after a 14-year hiatus. They didn't even know what we wanted. Like they didn't even know, they just knew what NCAA 14 was. Like there was not really truly any embodiment of what the fan base wants. Now they know. So they were working in the dark with 25, and now they're working in the light with 26. There should be massive improvements, and little things like this, the quality of life thing he's talking about, it's just gonna be there. All right, so we knocked out all the things that I felt like Scott spoke on that was really good, but then there was another one that I felt like I saw a guy, it's called College Football Alerts, and I don't know how much we should take this with a grain of salt or not, but it appears to me that he obviously knows something. Okay, so let's just go down the list of things that he spoke on. Okay, so the first and foremost, he said all QBs and blue chip players will care about their playing time. Right, this is when it comes to Dynasty mode. And to be honest with you, this is so critical because we all knew the recruiting and the way that it was stacking up, it needed to be worked on, right? Like right now, currently in my Dynasty, I think I have like 4 5-star quarterbacks. They're all sitting there, don't really care. All they really motivate about is championship. So it's like they're just sit there and just ride the bench all 4 years if need be. So I knew that this was going to be a quality of life change. So obviously, this is going to be a big one. If you now will have to take in consideration, if I recruit these 2 5-star quarterbacks, one's going to leave next year because at the end of the day, they're going to want to have playing time, right? So that makes a lot of sense, all right? So again, that's huge. And then another one he tweeted, he said, it will also be harder to stockpile great recruits in college football 26 Dynasty mode, which again kind of just piggybacks on the last one that he tweeted because yes, right now, currently, I think on my roster, I probably have like 30-something 5-stars, like really crazy. I'm able to, I think right now at the end of this recruiting cycle, I think I had 13 5-star players coming to my school, and I think I have like 18 4-stars. So yes, and this is in a Dynasty mode with other users, like other users in the league, and I was able to stockpile that many. And so again, you can look on it like, yes, it's a skill gap, so, individuals know how to build their coaches and assistant coaching staff, and they know what, coaching abilities were to recruit. But let's be honest, man, like if you're talking real life, nobody's getting recruits like that. Like I don't know any program that ever got 13 5-stars, right? So again, I love this aspect. I think it's a massive, massive quality of life change. This one really sucked. And again, he said there's no customizable college football. There will not be a customizable college football playoff. And to me, I feel like that should be, I don't know. Okay, so let me phrase this as I stutter. I don't know if he meant like customizable playbooks for the college football online mode, which we know, or if you didn't know, now you know that you're not able to do that for 26. That's already been out there, and people have confirmed you won't be able to do that. But I was thinking like maybe he was talking about Dynasty mode because most of the stuff he was talking about was Dynasty mode. And this is something that really sucks in my opinion, because when you have a user league that has 32 players and you're all playing against each other, and then you get like these random 2 or 3 independent schools that have like I don't know, 9-3 or whatever, and they're in the playoffs. It would be nice for the commissioner to be able to say like, yo, you're not in, we're making sure that, all 16 players in the college football playoffs are users, right? So to me, I feel like that would be something that they absolutely missed out on. They should be able to do that. I don't know why they're not allowing us to do that, but again, that is a quality of life change that, you know, it sucks that they did not do that. But one more thing, again, I'm not a road to the glory type person, but he did say there will be no new road to glory positions in the new EA College Football 26 game. I know people were literally livid about this one. As you can see, there's 11 comments there, but then there were people that were commenting off the retweets. And somebody made a point. Again, I don't really play the Madden side like that, but he said, blame Madden. They're not going to use positions that, unless Madden has those positions too. So I'm not really sure about that. I'm not a road to glory person. So again, but if that is the case, you will unfortunately be stuck with the same positions you had in 25. But anyway, there you have it. That is all the news, my nephews and nieces. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the information. If you did, just make sure you drop a like, subscribe. And as usual, your favorite old head Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon with a banger, man. You know, when I say back soon with a banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.